modern homes. It does not make the news. It does not appear in any statistic. Yet it sits with us every single night, right there at the dinner table. It is not a lack of food. The table is full. It is not a lack of time. We have made the time to be here. It is a lack of meaning. Whole families seated around the same table, physically close enough to touch, and yet existentially adrift. This is what Viktor Frankl, the psychiatrist and Holocaust survivor, called the existential vacuum, a feeling of inner emptiness that does not scream, but whispers. And the silence that fills the room tonight, it is not peace, it is the sound of a connection waiting to be found.
Viktor Frankl was not a philosopher writing from a quiet office. He was a psychiatrist who survived 4 Nazi concentration camps, including Auschwitz. In the middle of that unimaginable suffering, he noticed something that would change psychology forever. The prisoners who found a reason to live, a purpose, a meaning, were the ones who endured, and those who lost it simply faded away. Years later, as a professor and a healer, Frankl looked at the modern world and saw a different kind of prison, not made of barbed wire, but of comfort, distraction, and inner emptiness. He gave this condition a name: the existential vacuum. A feeling that life has no real purpose, no deep meaning, even when everything on the surface looks fine. And tonight, that vacuum does not live in a book. It sits silently at the dinner table, scrolling through a phone, waiting to be seen.
Look at this table. The food is warm. The plates are carefully set. Everyone you love is sitting right there. And yet, something is missing. Each face is illuminated, but not by candlelight. It is the cold blue glow of a screen. This is not a scene from a dystopian film. This is an ordinary Tuesday night in millions of homes around the world. And if Viktor Frankl could sit at this table, he would not look at the phones. He would look at the eyes, and he would ask a quiet, uncomfortable question. What are you all running from? Because the silence that fills this room is not peace. It is not rest. It is avoidance. And the very first step toward a life of meaning is to stop running, to put the screens down for just a moment, and to truly see each other again.
Viktor Frankl wrote one sentence that changed the way we understand human freedom forever. It was not written in a comfortable university office. It was forged in the darkest moments of the 20th century, inside a concentration camp, where everything had been taken from him. And yet, in that place of absolute desolation, he discovered something that no guard could confiscate. He wrote, "Everything can be taken from a man but one thing, the last of the human freedoms, to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances, to choose one's own way." Between the stimulus and the response, there is a space. And in that space lies our power, our growth, our freedom. Tonight, at your dinner table, the stimulus is there. The tiredness, the phone buzzing, the awkward silence. But the response, the attitude you bring, is yours, and only yours to choose. Frankl did not survive the camps because he was physically strong. He survived because he found a meaning worth living for. And meaning, always, always begins in that tiny, sacred space.
Think about that space that Frankl described. The space between the stimulus
and the response. Every time you sit down at the dinner table, that space opens up. The phone buzzes. That is the stimulus. The tiredness weighs on your shoulders. That is the stimulus too. Your teenager rolls their eyes. Your partner stares at their plate. The silence stretches. All of these are stimuli. Small, ordinary, but powerful. And in that tiny gap, that fraction of a second between what happens and how you react, you have a choice. You can surrender to the inertia, reach for your phone, retreat into your own world, let another dinner dissolve into silence. Or you can choose a different attitude. Frankl did not say this was easy. He said it was possible. And it begins, not with a grand gesture, but with a single, conscious breath. The dinner table does not need a hero. It needs someone willing to be present. That someone can be you. Breathe. Just breathe. Frankl spoke often about a concept he called self-transcendence. It is a big word, but the idea is beautifully simple. Self-transcendence means forgetting yourself, just for a moment, and turning your full attention towards something or someone else. It means loosening the grip of your own tiredness, your own frustrations, your own inner noise, and asking not how was my day, but how was yours? Not why is no one talking to me, but what is happening inside the person sitting next to me? This small shift, this tiny movement away from the center of our own universe, is the beginning of connection. Frankl believed that meaning is never found by looking inward. Meaning is found by reaching outward. And the dinner table, that ordinary, unremarkable, beautiful place, is where we can practice this every single night.
Viktor Frankl wrote something that can change your dinner tonight. Love is the only way to grasp another human being in the innermost core of their personality. No one can be fully loved through a screen. No one can be truly seen in the distracted fragments of a busy mind. So here is your first practice. For 5 minutes, when dinner begins, no phones, no screens, no exceptions. You don't need to fill the silence with brilliant words. You just need to be there, fully, completely, present. Look at the faces around your table. Look at their hands. Watch them breathe. This is not a productivity technique. This is a quiet act of love. And love, Frankl would say, is where meaning begins. We began tonight with a silent epidemic. A family sitting together, yet miles apart. Viktor Frankl showed us that even in the darkest circumstances, meaning can be found. If he could find it there, we can find it here, at our own dinner tables. Not by being perfect, but by being present. 5 minutes without screens. One purposeful question. One small acknowledgement before the plates are cleared. This is not a formula for a perfect family. It is an invitation to begin. The table is set. The people you love are there. The space between stimulus and response is yours. What will you choose tonight?
If this journey toward a life with more meaning has resonated with you, subscribe and turn on the bell. Because meaning is not found once, it is cultivated every single day. Thank you for being here today. Now, go set